the impact of no party affiliated voters in Florida right now. I know you wrote a piece about it. Let's talk about that a bit.
Sure. Well, now you have a situation where almost 1 of every 4 voters who registers to vote in the state is turned off by both major parties, and they register NPA, no party affiliation. And so, that's the fastest growing part of the electorate. They now outnumber Democrats or Republicans in like 8 or 9 different counties, including the big ones, Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach. There are more NPA voters than there are Republicans in Miami. So what does that tell you? It tells you they're turned off by excessive partisanship. I've interviewed quite a few of these voters, and what they talk about is how disgusted they are with Washington. They don't follow Tallahassee as closely, but they're fed up with the do-nothing Congress and so forth. The big question is, will they vote? They've already made a decision that they don't like partisan politics, but they care enough to register. So they're a wild card because you don't know how many of them are going to vote or how they're going to vote. And pollsters don't focus on them. Pollsters tend to focus more on Democrats and Republicans.
Interesting. Would you call them independents, or does that idea come across as too traditional or whatever for these people?
In more than 30 years of covering politics in the state and going to the polls every election, people say, I vote for the person, not the party, and part of me says, really? Baloney. And here's why. Here's why I say that. Because partisan cues do matter. If you scratch an independent voter a couple of times, you'll find an issue that will motivate that person to either lean left or lean right. It could be anything, you know? But I think people, generally speaking, come down either one side or the other of this political center. Nobody's in dead center politically.